Today we're going to check out the Sky Bar. The Sky Bar is on the 23rd floor at the Waldorf Astoria. Oh great, now Mindy wants one. No, she doesn't want a bottle. She wants a vending machine. Now the Sky Bar has incredible views of Vegas. 3 sides of the bar have floor-to-ceiling windows that look up the strip, down the strip. It's a pretty big place. There's a lot of seating, and it's pretty comfortable seating. It's kind of a lounge atmosphere. There's music playing, but it's not too loud. You can have a good conversation without having to yell at each other. It's a good place to meet friends. The drinks were terrific. I had my old favorite espresso martini, and Mindy had a drink that was called the Block 16. I'll share a little bit more about that in just a minute. They have a small plates menu. They call it a small plates menu. I ordered the sliders, and I was real happy with it. They were about twice as big as I thought they'd be. They were really good. And Mindy seemed to enjoy her flatbread pizza. The views are great, and the views get even better at night with all the Vegas lights. Let's walk over to the other side of the bar and we can look down towards town. You can see all the way up and down the strip from these windows. It's a beautiful bar. The bar has your classic cocktails. Then they have specialty cocktails that are Vegas history themed. They also have a selection of what do you call microbrewery or those kind of beers. And then they have real beer too, the domestic and imported. You know, when I first heard about the Vegas history themed drinks, I kind of scoffed at it a little bit. And then when Mindy ordered a Block 16, I couldn't help but to be curious, what is Block 16? Well, according to the menu, Block 16 is considered the predecessor of the Las Vegas Strip. It became famous in 1906 as the Red Light District and the main attraction for wild nightlife. The most famous bar on Block 16 was the Arizona Club. They were also the first saloon to introduce gambling. They had gambling, whores, and liquor. Now, doesn't that sound like a winning combination? Now, business was good, and even in 1920, when Congress introduced the 18th Amendment to the Constitution, outlawing alcohol, the sale or transportation of. Well, that didn't make much of a difference on Block 16. They went on selling liquor and whores and gambling. Business was really good up until about 1941 when the U.S. Army decided to open a base just outside of Las Vegas. And that's when the military leaders told Las Vegas that the city would be off limits to military personnel if the prostitution continued. So the city officials outlawed prostitution. The city commissioners voted to cancel the liquor license and the slot machine license of all the saloons. And that was the end of the wild nights on Block 16, the block that gave Las Vegas its nickname, Sin City. Leave a comment and let me know if you think it's a coincidence that that shutdown happened just a few months after the El Rancho became the first casino resort to open on what is now the Las Vegas Strip. Well, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And if you enjoyed this video, leave us a comment below. Let me know if you want us to go back and have another drink and another history lesson.